Yo, if I see that news report of them talking about how more and more Americans are reporting food insecurity, I'm gonna fucking lose it. We have no money. How many times do we have to say it? How many ways do we have to say it? We are broke. We are poor. We have no extra cash. I don't have the money for that right now. No tango dinero. How many times do we have to say we don't have money? Oh, more people are reporting food insecurity. More people are going on vacation. No, duh. We are poor. Thank you.
Oh, and another thing. We are financially irresponsible broke. We're not lazy broke. There is a big difference. Please don't get the two confused.
My girlfriend left for work this morning and apparently she left the freezer slightly open and all this food was now defrosted. We just bought a lot of this. We can't afford this. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do?
I want y'all to watch this video before I say what I was getting ready to say. Roll the clip.
The U.S. Treasury just announced that the U.S. is insolvent. We are broke. They're going to use very specific terms. They're going to say our assets don't match our obligations, right? And that literally means the money we make as a country, assets, don't meet our bills, our obligations. We can't pay our bills. And they've actually said it. And this is literally because the United States refuses to tax the rich an appropriate amount, and we're spending too much on our military. Had we reduced our military spending and taxed the rich, we wouldn't be in this situation. And people are gonna say, we are taxing the rich. Not enough, not enough. The rich people are too rich in this country. There were patriotic millionaires that came out and said, a bunch of them came out and said, you need to tax us more because we are not getting taxed enough. We have money hand over fist. If you took more money out of our pockets, it wouldn't even affect our personal day to day. It's just sitting in our bank accounts, doing nothing. But the other millionaires and the politicians all said, no, 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 we're not gonna do that. Even though millionaires came out, you can look them up, patriotic millionaires, and said, rich people aren't getting taxed enough. So because we are not taxing the rich and because we are spending so much on the military, we don't have enough money to pay our bills. And the worst part about it with this war in Iran, our military is being proven to be inefficient, ineffective. Our warships have toilet problems. They're retreating. An F-35, one of the most expensive fighter jets, just got hit by these cheap drones that Iran has, and it didn't even do evasive maneuvers. It just got hit. It's supposed to be able to detect an incoming missile. Something's locked onto me. I'm supposed to move out of the way, whatever have you. It didn't even detect it. We've accidentally shot down our own planes out there because of bad communication. Our military is proving to be ineffective, inefficient, but we spend so much money on them. So logically speaking, if you were thinking like a business, truly, you would say, we need to cut our losses. We need to go ahead and reduce our military spending because clearly it's not going anywhere positive, and we need to tax the rich. But we won't. We're gonna do some other stupid stuff. I hate to say it that way. We're probably gonna take out other federal programs and stuff that aren't gonna make up the bill. They will not make up the amount we need. We have to tax the rich appropriately. They do not need all that money sitting in a bank. They don't. They're making enough money to still be rich if we tax them appropriately, and we need to reduce our military spending. This is insane. Y'all have a good day.
Here's my thoughts on this. He's absolutely correct. The rich should be taxed appropriately. Okay? And my question is, how come they haven't? The answer to my question, it don't hurt them people. They're not worried about taxing the rich because it don't hurt them. Here's the follow-up to that. Some details. How our Congress is set up, how our Senate is set up, these people have been in these offices for decades. It's not hurting them. But what they are now realizing is, as I said in the previous video, they're dying off. They're scrambling. They're not worried about taxing the rich because Pop is getting ready to check up out of here. Mima on her way out the door. they don't see a need to appropriately assess and address the situation because that's out of their mental scope. Had we taxed the rich and it had some, play on them, like, okay, so if you don't tax them, then this is going to happen to you. And it was like, oh, shell shock detriment. I bet you shit would change. Just like with these Epstein files. They released everything. All right, fuck it then. It ain't hurting them. All right, well, we going to tell them. You see what I'm saying? It's not affecting them. So the next thing now is to do that. Or what he even said, bro, my man said, our warships are ineffective. Our military is ineffective. Do you know what that means to a country who been waiting to get a hold of the U.S.? Now let's put that into context. If we know that y'all military equipment is some shit, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I don't. I didn't feel safe before, but bitch, so you mean to tell me we blew up our own shit? Allegedly? You mean to tell me y'all went over there big and bad and had fucking Tonka, I ain't gonna say Tonka toys, but you had some fucking toys? You had some paper cutouts? Some AI shit? Bro, get me out of here.
Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of videos of people talking about their mortgage payments going up. At the end of the day, you broke, I'm broke, your mama broke, and the celebrities is broke. Everybody is fucking broke. It is very baffling to see the change in society over the years because when we were younger, I swear life was not like this. We was ready for the houses that cost like $20,000 and the cars that cost like $1,000 and rent that cost like $300-$400. However, we're seeing thousands and thousands of dollars. To own a home is $200,000 plus. People don't even see that type of money in their fucking lifetime. So the only way that you can live in a house, the only way that you can drive a car is to take out a loan, and all of that shit is a fucking scam. And another thing that is the craziest is that we're paying all of this money to live on a floating rock that is dying. We have no more natural resources. This is why everything is filled with GMOs. This is why food doesn't taste the same. This is why fruit is rubbery. This is why gas prices cost so much, because our earth is no longer producing natural resources. Another thing with taxes, people who live in neighborhoods and own a home pay property taxes on that home, and that property tax goes towards fire stations, police departments, and schools. So when people be having the HOA and motherfuckers looking out that window with binoculars and shit, and in everybody motherfucking business, when you understand property tax, you actually start to understand why motherfuckers is in everybody damn business. Because if you fuck up that community, that fucks up the money that goes into that community. If people are moving away from that community, then that's taking the money away from that community. So when people are saying our tax dollars are paying for X, Y, and Z, and they be calling the police on every motherfucker that creep into their damn neighborhood, it's because they are paying for that shit. And also for the working class people who go to work every day and work 80 plus hours, because 80 hours is no longer enough. The more money that you make, the more money that the government takes. This is why a lot of celebrities was endorsing the president, because the president was trying to pass bills so that people who make a lot of money are not being taxed as much. It was a saying, eat the rich, but the rich want to eat now too. And it's actually crazy because it's a lot of people that are endorsing him behind the scenes, because if you think of the athletes and the celebrities, when they go to jail and when they go to prison, they're not going to prison for committing crimes like unaliving somebody or robbery. They're going to prison for tax evasion. These people don't be having as much money as you think they do. And every couple of years, we see a new celebrity, a new athlete, a new person that we think got money file for bankruptcy. Because a lot of these people don't got it no more. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, you broke, I'm broke, and your mama broke. And also Hollywood and also the celebrities.
People say, I don't know how y'all standing out there in the heat. We are broke, all right? My personal need for money is way more important than my health right now. I die 3 times a day. Send Gatorade, we are not all right. People say, I don't know how y'all standing out there in the heat. We are broke, all right? My personal need for money is way more important than my health right now. I die 3 times a day. Send Gatorade, we are not all right.
If you in this economy calling anybody broke or saying their job is this, job is that. Babes, you the problem. You the capitalist. You the problem, babes, because at the end of the day, there's motherfuckers whose salaries is high as hell, but so is they bills. There's people who have to work not only 1, 2, but 3 jobs on top of responsibilities if you have like kids and pets and all that stuff, or if you just take care of people. Like, it's hard as fuck out here, babes. Like I should not be 22 struggling for shit, ho. The fuck? I was just born.
The craziest part about the American economy right now is, like, usually when you see these headlines talking about the economy or headlines about whatever going on in the world, it's like you see it, but you don't see it in real life. You know what's happening. Maybe you see like tiny effects of it or whatever. When it comes to the economy right now, every single person I know is directly, visibly affected by this shit. Lack of jobs, how much it costs to live increasing, all that other stuff. I am directly seeing and am personally affected. People I see on a daily, weekly basis. And I feel like that speaks to how fucking bad the state of the economy is. Like, we're not in a recession. This has to be a Great Depression, and I don't know how people are surviving. Maybe it's credit card debt, maybe it's whatever. But then the funny part of it is, when you see these headlines historically, and then maybe you don't necessarily directly see it, we are not hearing anything about this. And all the actual effects that this is having on society, people not going out, people not drinking, not going to clubs, not going to concerts, they attribute it to everything except the fact that everybody's fucking broke. And so, I don't know. I deadass don't know what's gonna happen in like the next coming years. I
was just watching a video where someone was talking about how Gen Z is trying to tell Hollywood and the entertainment industry, like, we are broke and we don't have money. And everyone in the comments was kind of debating, like, why don't companies just lower prices? They would make so many more sales. So any regular person can really see that and understands that these companies are just digging their own grave. It's kind of poetic that, like, they are going to be their own demise. And we expect, you know, the executives and management in these companies to be these, like, super smart and, like, just, like, good at, like, making decisions and blah, blah, blah people. And that's just not the case. It's stupid. It's a stupid business strategy right now, what they're doing, where it's constantly raising prices and not providing people any better product or service. Like, we know how to retain customers is give them good products and services that they want and that work for them. And everything's been getting shittier, smaller, more expensive, right? They will not budge, and they just keep raising prices and giving us less. And then in the article, it was saying how there's, like, no more brand loyalty. Like, obviously, you're giving us what to be loyal to, you know? Like, it's just, like, where? I don't get it. Like, a regular person can see it, and they don't. Like, what? I think it's entitlement and being severely out of touch.
You know what's crazy is they spent a year telling us we were broke, and then they showed up with a war bill for $200 billion. They said, we need $200 billion for this war. I said, that's not my war. That's y'all's war. I didn't ask for this. Shit, y'all told us you weren't even gonna do this war. And then like, well, it's not a war. It's actually a military excursion. I'm like, no, excursions are for cruise ships. What you're doing is a war. And they're like, oh, it was only supposed to last 3 days. I'm like, well, bitch, it's week 4 of your 3-day war. And now you're asking me for $200 billion. All right? You were out here, told us, how many times did you tell us? How many times did you tell us that we couldn't have hospitals, that we had to shut down schools, that we couldn't have better bridges? We ain't got bridge building money, but we got bridge bombing money? That's what the fuck you telling me? You told me the price was supposed to go down. I know that y'all down there in DC don't drive past the pump. I have to go drive past the pump every fucking day on my fucking commute to my goddamn job across rickety ass bridges that ain't getting fixed. And everything's more fucking expensive. And now you're out here telling me I gotta pay for your fucking war? A war that I didn't fucking want? That y'all told your people you didn't fucking want? And you out here $200 billion? Bitch, you know what we could do with $200 billion? We could go fund the fucking VA. You're out here trying to make more veterans. We're not trying to make more doctors to help the veterans. We already fucking got. Fuck y'all. I'm sick of this shit. They sent that pilled up asshole in his sunglasses and a hat with a chainsaw out there last year. Oh, we gotta doge things. We gotta cut shit. Holocaust Hegseth out here saying we need $200 billion because we gotta protect the protesters over there. Bitch, you all call the protesters here domestic terrorists. Fuck you. I'm sick of this shit. Stop lying to me. Just tell me to my face that you're gonna do a war, that you're the fucking Antichrist, and that you're trying to bring about World War III because your dad didn't hug you and you lost playing a game of Battlefield 3 and now you want to do Carg Island in real life. That shit at least makes sense. This lying shit over and over and over again. We're just tired of it. We're tired of being lied to. You gonna go be a fucking devil? Go be a fucking devil. Don't put on fucking angel wings and act like I'm fucking crazy.
People say, I don't know how y'all standing out there in the heat. We are broke, all right? My personal need for money is way more important than my health right now. I died 3 times a day. Send Gatorade, we are not all.
Growing up is realizing we do actually use that math they taught us in school. Y'all, I'm sitting here looking at this check and trying to figure out the taxes on it, how much money I'm gonna owe. And I realized that about 25% of this money goes to Uncle Sam. If you remember math in school, that's 1/4, 1/4. Which means that if a year has 12 months, 1/4 or 1/4 of that year is 3 months. That means that for the first 3 months of the year, every year, I'm working just to pay Uncle Sam. We are all working just to pay Uncle Sam. We don't start making money really until about April. Now, most people get a W-2, the W-2 worker, so you get the pay stub and you see all the stuff. They just spread that money out over time, but if you actually added it all up, you would realize that January through March, roughly, you working to pay Uncle Sam. You don't make nan dime until April. That should be enough to make us sick. That should be enough to make us riot in the street. So right now, what's today? Today is February 17th. We ain't actually earning no money right now, contrary to what we might think. If you really look at how much money is going out, we're not even earning no money right now.
Oh, and another thing. We are financially irresponsible broke. We're not lazy broke. There is a big difference. Please don't get the two confused.
Are we all fighting for our lives financially right now, or is it just me? I have a good degree, I work 3 jobs, I budget the hell out of my money to an annoying obsession. I'm watching every single penny I'm spending because I'm trying to pay off all of my student loans, but times are tough right now. Man, I feel like the more you work, the more you have to pay for, and it's tough out there right now. I think I do well, and then I look at my bank account and I'm like, oh my god, or I go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh wow, eggs are $10 again. Woohoo! Man, it is tough right now, and sometimes I feel like I'm the only one, because sometimes I'll look and I'll be like, oh my god, all these people I know are traveling and buying nice things, and I'm like, wow, how? Is there a secret? Someone help!
Why in the world can't my kids understand the little phrase, we are broke? We've been broke for 3 fucking years. You'd think they'd get this now. When Samuel L. Jackson says, what's in your wallet? My answer is ketchup packets. Okay, that is where we are sitting at, and they know this, and they keep asking me for shit, and I'm stressed out!
My husband and I got married really, really young in today's society, and we were both extremely broke when we got married. Dead broke, had really no savings at all. It was kind of risky, but I think there's risk to every decision that you make in life. And I get messages all the time from women who are 18, 19, 20, 21. They're very young. They want to get married. They know that that's their person, but they're scared about the financial constraints. And I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just gonna tell you to do it because there's so much reward in getting married. So for the first 6 months, my husband and I really struggled financially. And honestly, it only made us stronger because we were constantly trying to figure out how to get out of that situation. So here are some slightly unhinged things we did when we first got married to financially survive. Number 1, we sold my car and we just used 1 vehicle. Now, obviously there's some sacrifices there, but thank God my husband worked from home. I was a makeup artist, so a lot of times clients would come to my house and then I would only have to use the car a few times. But my car was almost paid off, so we didn't have any negative equity on it. We got cash for it. That helped us a lot, put that into savings. Number 2, I was a sneakerhead in high school. I had a collection of really, really nice sneakers. I sold every single pair on Poshmark for like $100 to $200 a piece, made like $2,000 to $3,000 off of it. I also sold a ton of my clothes as well because I knew that we were getting married and moving, and I was like, I don't need these anyways. Sold all of it, and it was great because I'm like, I'd rather have this in my bank account than in my closet. Number 3, Facebook Marketplace is going to be your best friend, okay? The couch that we still currently have that I get questions on all the time, we bought for $600 from Facebook Marketplace, and it was from this couple that had like never used it. It was just sitting in their living room. They also gave us a free rug that I still have. The couch is so nice, okay? It's so cozy. It's like modular. You can find really nice furniture on Facebook Marketplace. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Number 4, we cooked every single meal at home. Even now, I cook probably like 85 to 90% of the time at home because takeout is just never worth it. But no matter how tired we were, no matter how busy of a day we had, we cooked at home and we used the groceries that we budgeted that week. Like we had a very strict grocery budget, and we would cook everything at home, like no takeout, no going out, no exceptions. Lots of free date nights, which are honestly the most fun in my opinion. Like we would just go to the beach and bring food with us and sit there and watch the sunset. And honestly, those are like my favorite dates anyways. And the last thing is that the majority of our stuff was hand-me-downs in our kitchen, which was honestly so nice that we had friends and family that were willing to hand down stuff to us so that we didn't have to go out and buy stuff. But there's so much that goes into like getting into your first home. There's so many things that you need that you don't think about. So thank God that people were willing to give stuff to us. My whole point in making this video is that I'm so glad we're not in that financial situation anymore. Thank you, Jesus. But looking back on it, those were some of the most fun times in our lives, being newlyweds and just like laughing about how we were getting by. And there's something so special that is, I think, unique to very young couples, is you're kind of growing up together, you're figuring out life together, you're building a life together. And when you start out from scratch, you start out from nothing, you're able to fast track your success because you have someone else doing it with you. So if you are really young and you know you found your person, you guys want to get married, but you're worried about the financial constraints or what people are saying or whatever it is, just know that there's always going to be risk with whatever path that you choose. There's going to be risk with you going down the route that people want you to go on because you know it's a route that's going to make you miserable and something that you don't want in the end. However, when you're going down the path that you actually want to go on, yes, there's going to be risk, but you know that is what you want and you know that's what's ultimately going to make you happy. So no matter what, there's going to be risk. It's just what risk are you willing to sacrifice for?